For centuries, humans have whispered about monsters lurking just beyond the firelight. Terrifying creatures that blur the line between myth and reality. Were they only figments of imagination, or echoes of real beasts that once walked our world? Welcome to Magnetos Myths, where we journey into the forgotten past and uncover the dark truths hidden in legends. Today, we reveal 7 mythical creatures that may not be as mythical as you think. Number 7, the Kraken. The oceans hide more than we can imagine. For sailors of the 12th century, one monster inspired endless fear: the Kraken. Described as a colossal squid-like beast with tentacles long enough to drag ships to their doom, it was said to rise from the depths without warning. Scandinavian tales even claimed its body was so large, sailors mistook it for an island. For centuries, scientists dismissed it as pure legend, but in 1873, washed-up remains of a giant squid proved that creatures of terrifying size do exist. Today, colossal squids still roam the deep, some longer than buses, armed with hooks on their tentacles. Could the Kraken be more than just a myth? Or does something even larger lurk in the uncharted abyss? Number 6, werewolves. A man cursed to transform into a beast under the full moon. The legend of the werewolf stretches across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Medieval France was haunted by tales of the beast of Gévaudan, a wolf-like creature that killed over 100 villagers between 1764 and 1767. Eyewitnesses swore it wasn't an ordinary wolf, but something larger, stronger, and far more intelligent. Some historians believe these stories came from rabies outbreaks or lone wolves. Others argue they were cover-ups for darker crimes. Yet even today, people claim to encounter half-man, half-wolf creatures in remote forests. Was the werewolf just a myth? Or are these sightings evidence of something ancient? A predator humanity has never truly escaped. Number 5, trolls in Norse mythology. Trolls were monstrous beings who lived in caves and mountains, feared for their strength and ugliness. They were said to snatch humans, destroy villages, and turn to stone when exposed to sunlight. But where did this myth come from? Some researchers suggest trolls were born from ancient encounters with Neanderthals. Imagine early humans passing down stories of massive, hairy, human-like creatures they once lived alongside. Even today, strange sightings of giant humanoids in the wilderness keep the troll legend alive. Were trolls just a story, or echoes of real beings long extinct? Number 4, the Cyclops. The Cyclops, a towering giant with a single eye, appears in Greek mythology as both a monster and a skilled craftsman. But the origins of this myth may be rooted in paleontology. Ancient Greeks often stumbled upon skulls of extinct elephants, such as the massive Paleoloxodon. Their central nasal cavity, where the trunk attached, may have looked like a single giant eye socket. To people who didn't understand fossils, these skulls became proof of man-eating giants. What's fascinating is how myths preserve the memory of creatures long gone, transforming bones into monsters that still haunt our imagination. Number 3, the Bunyip. Deep within the swamps and rivers of Australia, Aboriginal legends speak of the Bunyip, a horrifying beast said to howl at night, with glowing eyes and a monstrous shape. Some described it as a giant dog, others as a crocodile-like predator that devoured humans who ventured too close to the water. Modern researchers believe these stories may come from ancient encounters with creatures of the Ice Age, like the Diprotodon, a giant wombat-like beast, or Megalania, a massive lizard larger than any living reptile. Perhaps the Bunyip is more than a story. Perhaps it's a cultural memory of terrifying giants that once stalked the land. Number 2, Leviathan. Few monsters strike as much fear as the Leviathan, the biblical sea serpent described as unstoppable, breathing fire, and battling even gods. Ancient Jewish, Christian, and Islamic texts all speak of this monstrous being. To sailors, the Leviathan was the ultimate symbol of chaos lurking beneath the waves. Number 1. Chupacabra. In the 1990s, Puerto Rico was terrorized by reports of a creature that attacked livestock, draining them completely of blood. Witnesses described it as reptilian, with glowing red eyes and spines along its back. It became known as the Chupacabra, the goat sucker. A truth behind the myths. These creatures remind us of a haunting reality. Every legend begins with a truth. Some myths are distorted memories of ancient beasts, others warnings passed through generations, and some may still roam the shadows, waiting to be rediscovered. This is Magnetos Myths, where history, legend, and mystery collide. Subscribe now, because in the next episode we'll reveal even more monsters that prove our world is stranger than we've ever imagined.